Good afternoon, boys. It's me, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. In the last video, we supposedly brought base to Hyrule by defeating Sia, as you saw right there. But Ganondorf is risen, and he is about to take vengeance for when we killed him before. So there's a really good sword here. Let's just use that. So here we go, and now we can see it.
Defeated Sia and her legions, returning peace.
Yes, but Ganondorf.
But that peace would be short-lived. At the moment when Link drew the Master Sword from its pedestal, he had inadvertently broken the seal on the last Spirit Fragment's prison, setting it free to unite with the others. His spirit made whole, Ganondorf was reborn. His first act was to return to Gerudo Desert, the center of his power in Hyrule. Once there, he summoned the spirits of Zant and Girahim from their imprisonment to serve him. Finally, Ganondorf would hold the complete Triforce in his hands and wield its full power. Knowing his enemies were approaching, he built a stronghold in Gerudo Desert for the coming battles. With Zant and Girahim at his side, Ganondorf was poised to conquer Hyrule. The future was bleak for the forces of light.
Okay. Let's go. Follow my every command, or else perish again. Come, the Triforce shall be mine. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, now we get to actually capture the keep. So a lot of Ganondorf's attacks are based off of whether or not he uses a combo or not. Alright. Alright. This is a pretty straightforward mission. You only really lose it if any of the playable warriors free, and that's pretty easy to do. AOF, so you probably won't be that bad. Beyond that, though, we get to see 3 new characters each make their appearance. I forgot to mention this because it's been kind of a while before I did stuff, but if you use your X move in the middle of doing other stuff, then you get to do different moves based off of your stuff. I haven't really mentioned this a lot because I haven't really gotten a chance to see that, but if you use any of your attacking moves on an opponent and you deal with them, then you get different moves if you press X instead of Y, and different characters have their own series of special moves, so yeah. So the special effect I talked about, whenever Ganondorf uses a special move, which involves using his combos, he powers up slightly, and then he can use that dark power to deal a lot of damage to his opponent. Rather than doing this, I'm actually gonna go and destroy this boulder west of this keep. And this will have our heart container for Ganondorf. Again, reason why I came here. He gets 3 of these pretty back-to-back, too, so he gets pretty overpowered really quickly. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright. Okay. Ganondorf, you're gonna go towards the Zelda, and everyone else is just gonna do that other stuff. Okay, everyone is being freed one by one now. And now we have this area to deal with. That Skulltulas spawned really quickly. It might not work. And should go there, and Giriam should go left. So we can try and get the Skulltula. Beyond that, I think I have to do other stuff. Darn it, I keep on getting interrupted before I can use my big moves. That's probably his best move there, where he just pulls out and just swipes his hand at the enemies. That can clear out a lot of enemies really quick. I'm probably not gonna get the Skulltula this time. This is one where you probably don't want to accidentally take a lot of stuff. Oh, okay then. Okay, that's one way of getting rid of that Beamos. Beyond that, he's probably going to be either in the top right or bottom. Or not. Okay, thank goodness. We needed Giriam, or whatever, to help out LaSalle, otherwise it would have been hazy. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Okay, Ganondorf, you need to go over here. Zant, you can just go for another keep. Okay. So after we deal with some of the bosses and a couple of other stuff, we get the game's actual goal. Basically after we defeat the arrows at the sacred grounds. Which is a bunch of giant bosses spawn. And now we have to kill them all. If they meet up, similar to how the AI editors work, they will get extra powers. So we don't want to do that. Instead, we want to first get Ganondorf to the heart piece so we can deal with that. Alright, Giriam's now going to go to the right since Zant is already on the left. Or even better, he could just follow Ganondorf, I guess. Okay. He is not opening his mouth at all, by the way. This guy is just as random as the other bosses that came before him. There we go. And now Goma appears. This is where it gets really tough, by the way. Now there are 3 bosses to deal with. Now we have a total of 3 bosses to deal with. Okay. There we go. That was quick. Jeez. Now, if the bosses ever team up, they essentially deal an extra bit of damage, which forces them to defend an hour. Obviously, the sooner we deal with one, the better. And wow, that was quick. I'm actually gonna kill at least one of them first. I don't know why I did that. This is a checkpoint. See, I kind of joked how this was easy, but it's not actually that easy if you let them team up, because then they do a lot of damage to you. In addition to the fact that Zant is not necessarily the strongest here. Okay, we got him down. That helps out a lot. We probably should have just killed Manhandle as soon as he appeared. Next time I'll definitely do that. It just hurts that we didn't get that piece of art when we did before. That kind of hurt our game quite a bit. But now, Goma will just walk right into us. They won't team up and they won't do other stuff. In case you're wondering why I died, it's because they teamed up. They do, I believe, like 50% or damage or something like that when they team up. That's the only time things get obnoxious in here. But you can usually deal with it pretty easily. It's just that, again, I haven't really done these missions in a while, so yeah, I kind of got really awkward stuff. For normal and hard, it won't be as bad. I could just kill all of the eyes right away. Let's see if we can do the attack like we did before. Also, we're gonna do some extra stuff here. Yep, we can still do that. So once again, if we happen to use any attack that does damage to them when we have magic up, that will immediately hit their weak point if it's Goma or our character. We weren't able to do that before because we didn't have magic. But now we do, so they're dead. There we go. Thankfully, the reset in this game is very, very quick. So we were able to recover that pretty well. However, the second mission, this is where the challenge actually starts coming into play. Because then you have to start doing a shuffle where you like... There's one where you have to do a shuffle of, oh, you have to take out this friend, then you have to take out this. It's just really annoying. Not fun, if you know what I mean. And, of course, we get a classic Ganondorf laugh for the end of that. And beyond that, there's not much else. We're not going to be able to get a lot of levels, so I think we're just going to head into the next battle right now. Make this quick.
With terrifying speed, the reborn Ganondorf raised his army and fortified his position in Gerudo Desert.
Okay.
More powerful than ever, he moved to take the scattered pieces of the Triforce. His first target was a Triforce of Power, still in Lana's possession.
I'll take it.
Ganondorf had wielded it long ago and claimed it as his right. Regaining it would give him the might to seize the other two pieces. With this thought, Ganondorf led a massive army to the Valley of Seers. Knowing she could never defeat him, Lana fled the valley even as the Hyrulean army rushed to her aid. But Ganondorf outmaneuvered her and cut off her retreat, attacking fiercely to retake the Triforce of Power.
Thankfully, the hard container of this is pretty straightforward. Anyways, we have to take control of the western moon located in the northwestern part of the map just before we take out Lana. That part is done for the first half. And then our heart container will actually be in the fairy fountain itself. But it's kind of tricky because this mission, Lana will attempt to escape the Valley of Seers. If she ever escapes, bad things happen. Yes. There will be no Annie today. I'm gonna go and take out this, Alright. There's a summoner down, just for fun. Beyond that, I think I'm just gonna keep going and doing some other stuff. Zant, go down here. Alright. I think I just want to deal with the first part of that as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. There we go. Allied base is safe, and now we're just gonna go and capture some more stuff. Oh, and a rally captain has appeared. That's pretty far away. Will I actually get to that in time? I'm going to do that. Rally troops makes the morale as well. Think them like cheerleading squads. Some raise morale so I tell, others raise their morale right after they appear. These with high morale are incredibly powerful, so defeat troops quickly. And now we have multiple Impas to kill. I'm gonna do some damage to this Impa and then just sack her out a bit. Okay. Alright. By the way, the first Impa is always a fake opponent, also known as a double. Oh, there's this as well. Well, we're gonna kill this messenger real quick. Alright. I think I just want to kill enough opponents here. Okay. My goodness. Impa, please. I just realized something. There's actually another hidden way to deal with Impa. I'll show you in a little later, but there's a hidden thing that not a lot of people know about Impa. Apparently, the real one is actually looks way different than what the fake one does. Beyond that, I'm purposely killing all of the annoying ones. The enemy's already here. Oh! So one of them changes direction. So now the real one has revealed himself. But his morale is improved as well. See, look at this. Impa has his normal blue sword when you face him normally, but the Phantom doubles actually have a different weapon. So that's this hidden key I was talking about. If you defeat the one with the weapon, its weapon, then you know that that's the right Impa, and from there, all of them get removed. Lana will escape. And now the rooms open up. When's the golden Skulltula gonna appear, by the way? I'm kinda stuck here. Okay, here we go. Now we get Lana's intro. Now's where things get really obnoxious, because Lana could potentially escape, and this is where things get really difficult. Oh, there we go. Alright. This should be the Ultimate. Cool. Okay, we dealt with that pretty quickly, thankfully. Now just have to deal with other opponents. Unfortunately, we can't do anything right now until other stuff happens. But before we do anything else, let's command Giriam and Zant to go to this area right here. Just so that they will be ready to attack them in case something happens. Anyways, beyond that though, we capture the western room. That gives us another piece of heart for Ganondorf. And then we'll find our heart container later. This will be coming up right now, literally, as we defeat Lana. So now we appear here, and then instead of taking out Lana, we actually get something else happening instead. Okay, now we have to rush back with Ganondorf because we need to get this heart piece and also get all the Lana devils. Because as you can see, Lana's now appeared at the entrance of Fairy Fountain, and it also opens. Lana is escaping! Oh boy! More doubles. How hard is it to capture one little girl? We're gonna zap them a couple of times to at least try and kill some of them. Okay. I learned my lesson from the last time. I am definitely taking out at least 2 of them, and then that way we only have to deal with 1. When the time comes, and then we'll just grab our heart container and be done with this. So yeah. Beyond that, the rest of this mission is, nah. Once you get the heart container, just run after Lana, kill her multiple times. I put Giriam and the others to try and stall them, but they didn't do their work, so Lana is doing other stuff. And each of the Lanas have different escape points, as you can see. So this is the big adept I was talking about. We lose if any of the Lanas hit the escape points, and they like to run away really quickly. So the best way to deal with this is just do it as fast as humanly possible. Faster the better. And there we go. It's done. All that trouble, but it was worth it. Yes, indeed. Now I just read the remaining 2 pieces. Hyrule Castle is our next stop. Alright. I should have switched to a different character after I killed him, but oh well. In Hyrule Field, at the western edge of the map, north so there's a bomb containing a heart container, and then the abandoned fort in the west part of the map will have a chest as well. Both of them are pretty close by at the beginning, so pretty good, but we do have to deal with Link a bit. Yeah, that's right. Now we have to face off against Link and Zelda. The only two people left that are blocking the Triforce pieces is them, so we will be taking them out now, and once again just going straight into it. No looking, just straight into this one.
Ganondorf's forces had defeated the Hyrulean army and wrenched the Triforce of Power from Lana's grasp. Yet the other two pieces remained with Link and Zelda in Hyrule Castle.
Similar to Link and Zelda, they can also team up.
The Triforce, Hyrule will be at his mercy.
Alright.
He readied his army for a siege. Meanwhile, Zelda's forces stood ready to defend their home at all costs. Link stood at the head of the army, the shining Triforce of courage inspiring his troops. This battle would decide Hyrule's...
I like how Master Sword...
Or would darkness spread to every corner of the land?
I like how Link goes crazy and says, oh, I'm just gonna take out everything with the Master Sword, and yet Ganondorf just destroys the battle anyway. It's crazy. Okay. Back to this area again. Last time we saw this area was quite a long time ago, actually. I think shutting our gates in Aya Castle will keep you safe. How adorable. Oh, and now Link appears. So, this is where we get to deal with, Link for the first time. Like, proper Link this time. Not the fake one we saw before. The hero is all he's called, which is kind of interesting. While we could defeat Lana and do some other stuff, or I guess just finish other stuff, we are kind of forced to, ain't Zelda here. So yeah. Well, I could help Zant open the rock face gem point. I'm kind of forced to defeat Link first before I can get anything going. So that's why I've gone ahead and done that first. So now Link temporarily retreats, and now we don't have to deal with him. Oh, there's multiple captains here. It feels so silly looking at these VIs for, like, at least 5 minutes and then just seeing a bunch of stuff, and then they're actually your opponents in this one. This is where a lot of Ganondorf's items will come from, by the way. These items right here, and yeah. Oh wow, we kind of sniped him from across the map. That's kind of cool. But Zant's kind of stuck here. We're gonna have to take out a lot of forces to stop this attack. I'm gonna use you to do some other stuff. Capture this keep while we're here. I like how Ziriam is conveniently placed in a spot to make it a lot easier. There we go. So now we can advance properly. Right, it's not this one. It's north of the castle keep, which we can't get to. Oh! No, I don't think I will let you do that, Impa. Yes, there's lots of opponents you have to face in this, and now we have to face Impa. I like how she says, if she gets a hold of the Great Fairy, we will regret it. This is Swan line. Yeah. But we have Giriam, so we can just do this. And then she'll dive. The sooner we deal with it, the better. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Darn it. Wrong way. There we go. Now we got all of them. Whoa, that was quick. Okay. Let's pick up this heart piece while this Hylian captain tries to stab me in the back, or rather the assault troop, which I'm about to kill, because, yeah. I like the assault troops when they kind of just pile together like that, because that makes them easy to defeat. All you do is do that, and it's over. Not hard at all. But now for the interesting part. Now Link and Zelda are going to come back, and to finish the battle, we have to attack and defeat both Zelda and Link at some point. And yes, if any of the Force is free, they prove their their morale a little bit. Oh, that's Zant. Whoops. You're going here. Oh, now they're about to be freed here. Oh my gosh. Did I kill a lot of them? I think I just did. Nice, okay. Oh, here we go. Link's appeared. Alright, time to kill him again. Real quick. And we can power swap to Zant, I believe, after this, assuming he's in the right area. Actually, even better, I could do other stuff. Oh gosh. Now Zelda's in play. We have to quickly take out Link so that they don't team up. Alright. We already got our heart pieces. It's probably on the other side of this. There we go. Okay. This is kind of a speedrun mission, by the way. If you do not take out Zelda within a certain amount of time, then Link will be revived. There's not really a good way to do this fight, except you want to basically have one of our friends, mainly Giriam. Oh, and see, now Link is recovered. So now we have to deal with that. And so it says here, this won't end unless we defeat them both. So now we have to defeat them both as soon as possible. And Link is pretty overpowered if he ever gets ability to attack something. And yes, there is a skilled summoner, but we don't really have time to deal with that when we have two bosses that have to be dealt with. So we're gonna just start by commanding Ganondorf to move towards him. This should kill him. You are usually intended to get all of them down to low health and then defeat the other one after that, and then there we go, the battle's over finally. So we've defeated them both. At last, all three pieces. I like how they just like vanished. There's like no trace of them left. And that's what we are left with. That was actually decently quick. I like that one. We end up getting some more shields, which is where most of our major items came from. For Ganondorf. So now we get to continue to a bit further now. But first, we're done with Ganondorf for a while, but it doesn't necessarily mean the other characters still have to do other stuff. So for my first bit, I'm gonna try to just go through these characters one by one, starting with Darunia, moving down towards Zelda, and basically I'm gonna try and train them to specifically level 20. Because that gives them a decent enough strength where they'll survive one and also be able to do other stuff. And we'll try and do them in lowest order first, just because the speaker characters do much less damage. And as for this, I could just sell a singular weapon here. Let's get rid of this one. And then we will attempt to train them up to that level again, except this time we have enough. So yeah, we're just upgrading some of the other characters so they don't die later. Beyond that, there's not a lot we can do to speed this up, so this is going to be the end of this. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe. We got all of Ganondorf's heart pieces, but now we have to continue on and finish off the true final battle. Until then, see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.